So what's up? This is Big Fire 200. So this is a That Park Place article. Dragon Age: The Veilguard rumored to have sold less than Star Wars Outlaws. So a new rumor claimed Dragon Age: The Veilguard has sold less copies than Ubisoft's Star Wars Outlaws. So I think the Veilguard sales numbers are interesting because it's been like about a week since it came out. And I played the game myself. I haven't like beaten it or anything. I'm like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 hours into it. But the thing about the sales numbers is, even though it's been a week, no one has announced its sales, because usually if the game's doing well, they would announce like if it sold 1 million copies, they would say it sold 1 million, or if it sold 2 million, they would announce it. So it's kind of weird, it has announced its sales if it is actually doing well, which makes me believe that it has not reached at least 1 million copies. Which, because this game looks very expensive. Like, to be honest, like from playing the game, all like the different locations and the different NPCs, the voice acting, and all this, like this game looks like an expensive game. So I'd imagine it costs at least like 200 million to make. 100%. I believe it costs that much, so it would need like a lot of sales to actually do well. So I'm guessing it's not actually doing, like, even though I know companies are saying it's doing well and stuff. I don't really believe so. Based on like no EA not announcing their sales figures or like anything like that. Especially since there was like a similar game that came out, Metaphor Refanzio, that came out at like a similar time, and they announced their sales numbers. I think after one day, and they sold 1 million copies. And this is like a much smaller game. I think it might be a new IP, but I'm not sure because it might be like some Shin Megami Tensei spinoff or something. I'm not sure. Oh, like, well, they say it's a new IP here, but yeah, it sold like 1 million. It's like it's a much smaller game and looks like it has a much smaller budget compared to Dragon Age, which is a known IP and should have like a dedicated fan base ready, willing to buy the game. Yeah, I'm sure Dragon Age was marketed like way more, because even I knew about like Veilguard from like all these people are shilling it, like IGN and stuff like that. So yeah, just if I had to guess about like the whole Veilguard thing, the game. Actually, wait, let me keep reading this. YouTuber Endymion revealed that a source shared with him that the game only sold about 500,000 copies, which is just half of what is rumored regarding Star Wars Outlaws. He said, "This is from the same source that I shared previous to Dragon Age pre-order numbers with, which was in my video a few days back. Apparently, according to them, pre-orders for Veilguard were even less than initially thought. I told you in the last video there were roughly 115,000 total pre-orders across all platforms. That's digital and physical, by the way. And new info that my source has now told me, the numbers actually may have been too high. The number they're hearing from people like EA now is that it's actually between 70 to 75,000 pre-orders in total before release, which is, yeah, not good at all. What I'm told is that Veilguard may have sold overall so far in the 500,000 range, which may sound good to some, but this is completely abysmal for a game of this level. Not only did he share the game sales were only about 500,000, but also revealed that the players are refunding the game in droves. So it's interesting because I actually got my copy from GameFly. So I didn't actually buy the game, it's just, and I don't plan to keep it. I should finish it though, because they don't have like a fully, I guess, accurate opinion on this game, but getting through it is like quite the task. And Damien stated, as I was told by my same source, Fireware higher-ups believed the game would skyrocket past 100,000 concurrent players on Steam during launch. It didn't, of course. It only hit 89,000 and have dropped since. Yeah, I mean, you would think. Well, I mean, you would want that to happen with a game of this scale, 100%. You would want it to go past 100,000, 100%. Because I believe Meta for Rafonso has like around the same um player count on Steam. Well, actually, let me check. Let me check now. Similar. Yeah, the peak player count was 85,000, and veilguard's was 89,000. So yeah. Let me see. This rumor is true. Dragon Age Veilguard is likely selling worse than Star Wars Outlaws. It is rumored the game sold around 1 million copies in its first month since release. Grant Taylor Hill at Insider Game wrote, "We have secured a current sales figure from sources close to the game. At the time, running Star Wars Outlaws have just ticked over 1 million sales worldwide. It's only been out for a week. It would need to double its sales in the next 3 weeks to match Outlaws' rumored first month sales." So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I agree with like the number they're giving, but I agree that I do believe Veilguard is doing bad. And there's plenty of evidence to believe the Dragon Age Veilguard is not selling well. As in Dimmy notes, the game's peak current on Steam has only reached 89,418. In the past 24 hours, it only reached 52,551. Furthermore, Bioware has never made an announcement regarding how well the game sales have been. This is in comparison to analysts who sold. Oh, actually, I didn't know they mentioned this. Who shared that Metaphor Rafonso sold more than 1 million units in its first 24 hours of Bandai Namco sharing that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero sold 3 million units in its first 24 hours. See, another piece of evidence back, Bioware revealed it will not be creating any DLC or expansions for the game that has already begun shifting its development focused on Mass Effect 5. So actually, I don't think the DLC has any bearing on whether it's doing well or not, because, for example, Suicide Squad, the Kill the Justice League is still getting DLC, even though that did terribly. And I'm pretty sure that they announced they weren't putting DLC in the game before it released. So, and finally, we've seen Mass Effect 5 game director Michael Gamble already do damage control for his game in the wake of Dragon Age Veilguard being lampooned. Gamble posted on X, lots of people asking me about Mass Effect. Now the Veilguard reviews are out and October 31st is close. Both are from the studio, but Mass Effect is Mass Effect. How you bring a sci-fi RPG to life is different from other genres or IPs. Regarding tone questions, Mass Effect will maintain the mature tone of the trilogy. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so I guess that's what I think about this whole Veilguard thing. And yeah, so I guess I'll end the video. Hope you hope you enjoyed the video. I'll try to finish this game because got a game fly it back and get a different game. And yeah, I will see you later then. Peace.